In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to get clients for your social media marketing agency paying you at least $2,000 per month with organic outreach. And if you're new here, my name is Max, and an SMMA, a super niche marketing agency, and on this channel we explore how to start, run, and grow a successful marketing agency that can help us produce great results for our clients, but also help us as the entrepreneur to achieve financial time and location freedom. But without further ado, let's just dive into the video and let's get started. All right, so we're inside of my computer. Let's dive into it. So here's what we're going to cover today. First of all, the goal, quick wins, the philosophy, and then finally a summary at the end. And if you haven't already, make sure to check out our free SMMA course on my website where I walk people through from A to Z how to start, run, and grow a social media marketing agency from zero to at least $10,000 per month. You don't even have to opt in with your email. It's directly on the website. It's completely for free. We have a free community and free weekly Q&A calls as well. So make sure to check that out. Pro tip as well, watch this video in double speed if you want to save yourself some time. So let's dive into the video. The goal, right? So the goal is to help you to get to at least $10,000 per month with a social media marketing agency. And that's just 3 to 5 clients paying you between $2,000 to $3,500 per month. That reality is closer to you than you think, essentially, right? You will easily get to it if you follow the course that we have on our website and this video, and if you do your absolute best. The future is there for your taking, all right? Organic advertising. So we start with organic advertising to get a proof of concept and some initial cash flow coming into your business. We need to prove that your market is willing to pay for your service and pay money for it, the service and the offer that you've selected, right? And we'll perfect the offer in module number 4 inside of the course as well, where we talk about sales, essentially. Paid advertising or retargeting, paid retargeting combined with organic advertising is very, very powerful, especially when you have a fully functional VSL funnel in place. And in the course, we teach people how to set up a complete VSL funnel, basically a video sales letter funnel, where you guide people through different steps from a complete stranger to booked call to a client, essentially. And you get them to your website once, and then we'll start to see you everywhere. So that's how retargeting works, that if they just see your website or your brand just once, you can continue to follow them around with advertising or with paid retargeting. So this is kind of how it works. Here's a prospect. Let's say you reach out to a prospect with your organic advertising. Maybe you send them a DM on Instagram or whatever it might be. You get them to your website, but then they leave your website because they have something else to do. They're busy, they're doing something else, and they might even be interested in your service, but they just have so much else to do right now. So they leave their website, and if you enable retargeting, they're basically going to start to see ads from you all over the place, like cross-platform on all different platforms out there. And if they click the ad, you take them back to the website. So retargeting is really, really good as well because it's extremely cheap to run. A rule of thumb is that you pay around $10 per 10,000 people in your audience to show an ad once per day. So it's very cheap. And then on platforms, you can basically do retargeting on all different platforms out there. You can do it on Meta or Instagram and Facebook, that is, Google, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube as well. However, I recommend focusing on the main 2 first, meaning Meta and the Google Display Network and those digital banner ads. That's more than enough to begin with. And the really cool thing with retargeting is it's like an automated follow-up system that works for you day and night 24/7, and it follows up with your clients even if you're not doing it manually. So it works great together with organic advertising because you're manually trying to bring new prospects into your website and book a call with them, but if they don't book a call, then you're going to have the automated follow-up system in terms of retargeting that shows them ads over and over and over again. So if they just visit your website once, you will be able to retarget them over and over. And that's why having a VSL funnel or a case study video in your organic outreach arsenal is very, very powerful. And also what's really cool about paid retargeting is that you get the chance to showcase your service, right? Because when the prospects start to see your ads all over the web after reviewing your website once, they will start to see potential in that for their own business as well. Because if they start to see your ads all over the place, obviously they understand that they can send ads to their clients all over the place as well, right? They will also know that you're legit, that you're a real agency owner because you're actually practicing what you preach. You're running ads for your own agency since you want to help other people to run ads for themselves as well. And what I recommend to use, when to use paid retargeting essentially, is as soon as you get your first client and you have some cash flow coming into business, that's a great time to reinvest like $10 per day or $300 per month into Google Display Network and Meta retargeting campaign. It will help you to get your second and your third client a lot faster. Right. So if we go back to the goal, right, we discussed the goal, getting to 10K a month. We also talked about organic advertising. We also discussed paid retargeting just now. But then the next step basically comes to the overall goal in the beginning is to get a proof of concept. When you get 3 to 5 clients paying you $2,000 per month and the service that you're offering is delivering great value and results for your clients, that's when you have a proof of concept. It now works in small scale, which means that it will work in bigger scale as well. So a proof of concept is basically that you're getting an idea, right? Maybe you're going to sell YouTube ads to gym owners. That's your idea. And then you start to do organic outreach and get your first client, your second and your third client, your fourth client, maybe even the fifth client. I would say 3 clients is enough. And when you have 3 clients paying you at least $2,000 per month and the service is actually working and they're happy with your service, now you have a proof of concept. Now you have like a little flame that you have a little flame of fire. And now if you want to scale it, you can just pour gasoline on that flame, and we do that with paid ads. So once you have the proof of concept, that's when you can scale with ads. So once you have generated a proof of concept with the help of organic advertising and retargeting, you will be ready to reinvest your cash flow into paid advertising campaigns. And this is something that we will cover later in the free social media marketing agency course as well. And you know where to check that out, right? So the goal looks like this. We have the business strategy first, the SMMA, the super niche marketing agency. We need to have the fundamentals, right? And I talk about this over and over and over again in the free course. This is the most important thing. If you don't have the fundamentals in place, it doesn't matter how much organic advertising you do or paid advertising, because you can be the worst advertiser in the world. But if you have the right fundamentals in place, if you have something to sell that people really want to buy, you can literally be the worst salesman and the worst advertiser in the world, and you're still going to outpace pretty much everybody else in the market that are super good at sales and super good at marketing, because your product or your service is just better and people want it more, essentially, right? Then, so yeah, we put the fundamentals in place first, then we do organic outreach, you get your first client, then you turn on paid retargeting, get 3 to 5 clients paying you at least $10,000 per month in total, or even more than that. You get your proof of concept, and then you scale with ads to over 20 or 30 or 40 or even $50,000 plus per month from there, essentially. So some quick wins as well. This is actually something that's really important to go over as well, because when you want to start to do organic advertising for your new business and you want to get some more clients, these are some quick wins that most people overlook. So the first thing that you can leverage is basically your media buyer. So if you have a media buyer, which I highly recommend that you utilize in the beginning to learn the skill faster and to get better results for your clients faster, then you can utilize him or her as well and see if he or her has, or he or she rather, has some past client results or testimonials that they can utilize to help you get more clients. And it might be a bit weird, you know, because they have done the work previously, and now they're gonna pay you and then he's gonna get a portion of that. But you can still ask them if you know anyone or if you know somebody who might be in need of any service or whatever that might be, right? Because some media buyers don't want to do the actual service delivery themselves, or rather the client interaction. They just want to run the ads, essentially. So they might be totally fine that you take the bigger bulk of the money if you handle the client and they just take a smaller portion and do the media buying, right? So ask the media buyer. Also leverage your inner circle. So ask your friends, family, social circles and contacts if they know anybody in your niche. So if you're starting a new business from scratch and you're going to help, let's say, gym owners with YouTube ads, ask your friends, do you know anybody who runs a gym, or does your friends or family members know somebody else who knows a gym, etc., right? So you might be sitting on a gold mine already, because most people don't ask around. It's super simple. You can just ask around people and see what they say. And before you know it, you might be in contact with the gym owner, and even if he doesn't buy from you, at least you get the chance to talk with the gym owner and get some insight, which might be worth gold to you, because you learn the insider lingo and you need to start to understand how the market works and so forth. So this might be how you land your first client and kickstart your agency. So just ask around, right? Let people know as well. So share an update with your network, online or offline, that you're launching a new business and that you're offering at least $500 in return for a contact that leads into a client. You can do like a $500 one-off, or you could offer like if you're selling your services for like $3,500 per month, you can offer them like $500 in monthly recurring, or like $250 in monthly recurring, because then they have something, then they have like a reward for actually helping you out, which is pretty important. And also, if you're watching this video and you already have an agency and you want to get more clients, one of the smartest way that you can get more clients is just to start a referral program for your current clients. So again, utilize this if you can. So basically offer people something in return for being a new business. So this is free, easy, and everybody wins essentially. It's a no-brainer implemented with the first agency client that you land. So just tell them, hey, I'm gonna send you $250 or $300 or $500 every single month if you help me to land a client. You can give them like a referral code or something, and when they book a call, they can either just let you know that this person referred him, or they can write this code in the actual booking or something like that, right? Because if you're helping gym owners with YouTube ads, let's say, chances are very high that gym owner knows a lot of other gym owners in other areas that doesn't compete with him. And if you are delivering a great service to the gym owner, why shouldn't he tell his friends? And he can also make money from it. So if he refers enough people, he can basically get his own advertising for free if he refers a ton of business to you, right? So that's a no-brainer. And now let's go over the philosophy, because before we dive into like the specifics on how to actually do the organic advertising, like doing the organic advertising, it's easy, it's super easy. You just need to know a little bit about copy and find a platform and just send it out essentially, right? But the philosophy can differ a lot. So here's the old way, and then I want to discuss the new way. And here's the old way that most people do essentially. So most people, when they do organic advertising, they do it like this. They buy or scrape as many leads as they can online. They use like a lead finder tool or something like that, or some automated tool where they can just scrape a ton of leads from LinkedIn, and they do that. So they get a huge list with a ton of names and emails and so forth. Then they just start to warm up a ton of different email accounts, and then they start to blast out emails to those email accounts, essentially utilizing an automated email tool, outreach tool, or some like LinkedIn outreach tool that is automated, which sounds amazing. You can just push a button and then this tool is going to send out friend requests and messages for you all day, every day, and it sounds awesome, etc., etc. So you send hundreds of unpersonalized emails daily, and you send hundreds of unpersonalized and automated follow-ups daily as well. And then you get frustrated over why no one responds, so you get no results, and then you repeat this all over and over and over again. And I'm not saying that this doesn't work. I know people that use the old way and that it doesn't work. It's just, in my opinion, there's a lot better way to do organic advertising, especially in the beginning and going on further as well. I'm going to explain exactly why here in just a second, right? So now let's discuss the new way. Okay, so instead of doing it the old way, where you're constantly buying or hunting for new leads that you can blast with your tools, what you do instead is that you carefully select leads from fitting businesses. So you carefully vet your leads, you search online and find them manually, essentially. Then you send highly personalized messages manually to those leads. And you can do that cross-platform or just utilizing one platform, that's up to you. You keep track of all your conversations in a sheet, and then you send multiple personalized follow-ups as well, manually, okay? And personalized follow-ups. And now I'm not talking about a simple string that I know that you can personalize it with the tool as well, that you just write one paragraph and that's a personalized email. That's not what I'm talking about here. It has to be super personalized, a real email that you send to a friend, right? 5, focus on quality over quantity. This is how you get booked calls and new clients, and then you repeat this all over and over again. Because I can tell you, I've never bought a service from an automated email blast. Never. And I've got a ton of emails, and even if it is an automated email blast that is personalized in the beginning, I'm still so turned off by it because it's not personalized enough. It doesn't fit me. They don't understand what I'm looking for. And even if they've just been to my website and tell me that it looks good, I'm like, yeah, whatever, right? Never. So and people are getting more used to this. You can smell a blasted email from a mile away. I can see if it's an automated email without even opening it, and all of them just go in the spam folder or in the trash folder, right? So I've never bought a service from an automated email. However, I have purchased services from highly personalized outreach messages, and let me show you, right? So here's a guy called Gio, who's an awesome guy, and he recently reached out to me. This is August 9th in 2022. So let's break down his message, and he reached out to me on Instagram, right? So he wrote this: "Hey Max, I'm sure you'd much rather spend the next 5 minutes making some super valuable content helping more people build an SMMA as opposed to having a back and forth with me in the DMs. So I'll get straight to the point, my brother. Okay, my name is Gio, and I help 6, 7, and 8-figure entrepreneurs eliminate their health issues and improve their productivity, happiness, and energy levels. I do this by using a personalized, modern, science-based approach to make our clients healthier, less stressed, and more effective entrepreneurs every single day. The goal with my work is simple: leverage my clients' biochemistry to eradicate unwanted things in their lives and gain more of the things that they want, essentially. I do this by targeting 6 main blocks: sleep optimization, gut health testing, exercise programming, optimal nutrition, mental health, and accountability, right? So let's break this down. So first of all, it's highly personalized. This is not like one paragraph. It's highly personalized because right away, he's hooking me with his intro because I know that he has been to my YouTube channel. He knows that I'm spending most of my time actually creating videos, helping people and starting social media marketing agencies from scratch. So right away, I know that this is a personalized message to me. The next thing that he does very well is that he showcased that he's a specialist, right? He tells me that he's working with entrepreneurs like myself, and he actually has something that I'm interested in. He has something that I'm actually want to improve. I want to improve my sleep, my gut, my exercise, my nutrition, my mental health, and the accountability. And the gut health testing sounded very interesting to me. That was like, I've actually thought about that, but I've never done that myself personally, or I don't know really where to get it. And then accountability as well is huge. As entrepreneurs, it's awesome to have somebody that holds you accountable to your plans and what you're going to do and so forth. So, and the only thing that is normally a negative thing with outreach is that the messages can be too long. This message is quite long, but it works. It definitely works for Gio because he has such a specific service, right? He's selling basically performance. He's an online health coach or a performance coach, right? It can be a bit abstract. People don't really know what it entails, so he has to explain what it is that he does, and that's why it's a little bit longer. But it's highly personalized. He also showcases very well that he's an SMMA or a super niche marketing agency, or like a specialist at least. We call it an SMMA in the marketing space. And then he offers a ton of value, right? And then he continues. Attached below are the screenshots of my Oura Ring data showing the improvements I made in my own sleep in the space of just a week, and the gut test that allowed me to optimize my diet. These both cured my anxiety and made me a far more efficient, happier, and less stressed as a person and a business owner. I'm so confident in my ability to eliminate my clients' health issues and improve their productivity, happiness, and energy levels that if you're not happy with the changes we have made to improve your health and performance within 90 days, I guarantee to work with you until you're happy or give you your full money back. Okay? I propose we hop on a call and discuss this in more detail. How does that sound? So Gio is doing so many right things here, right? So let's break it down. First of all, he has a case study, and in this case, he actually does a case study by himself, but it works 100%. Like, he tells me that he was feeling pretty shitty before with anxiety and sleep super bad, and then he figured it out and he implemented for himself, and now he's feeling a lot better, right? Interesting, okay? Risk reversal. He also does this very well, right? So not only does he offer a service-based guarantee where he basically mentions that, you know, if you're not happy with my work within 90 days, I'm going to work for free, but he also has a money-back guarantee. So he has a double risk reversal. It's like an offer that I'm pretty much stupid to say no to, right? I almost feel stupid not letting him, like, give him the chance to like prove himself to me, right? So he's doing this out of the book. He's doing this really, really well. And then he does a call to action. I propose we hop on a call and discuss this in more detail. How does that sound? He ends with a question. Like, that's just, it's also out of the book. That's how he's to do it. You end with a question so that I can respond, right? Right. And then he also sent different images here from his Oura Ring and from his gut test. So summary, a hyper-personalized outreach message. And these are the only type of messages that I respond to. It's hyper-personalized, and he actually offers something that I am interested in. He understands me, and he knows what I want, and he offers it in a super professional way, all right? So basically what I did here is that I responded with a voice message. I was super busy here. I had like client work to do in the agency. I was posting YouTube videos. I would do planning. I was doing some other thing. I had like so many things to do on my to-do list, on my priority list. So even if I was sitting here smiling here, or like I was so impressed by his outreach message, the only thing he could have done even better would be to send like a personalized Loom video or something like that. But I basically responded to him that, hey, I'm super interested. Definitely, let's jump on a call. I'm just super busy right now, essentially. He responded, and then I responded, sounds good. I'm free from Monday next week. And this was, I don't know, a Thursday or Friday or something like that, August 10th. I'm not sure. And then he responded back like, hey man, awesome news. Here's my calendar link. Go ahead and book in a call whenever suits you, my man. Greatly looking forward to our chat, brother. And then sent the link, and then said, don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions between then and now. And then the day after, I responded with just some emojis that, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Like, right now I'm super busy. Even though I thought his service sounded awesome, I didn't know him back then, right? And also, I thought that I knew these things. I thought that I knew these things pretty well myself, essentially, which I've understood now later that I didn't understand it that well. But in my mind back then, I thought that I had my shit together pretty well in terms of the health and all of that. So I was interested, but I was like, oh, this is interesting. I may jump on a call. I might jump on a call, right? So I responded to him the day after, like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna book a call. And then he responded right away when I sent that the day after. He just said, hey Max, let me know when you booked in my call, my man. So right away he's on the ball, right? 3 days later, I have not booked a call yet. It has been quiet. And then he follows up with me. Hey Max, I hope you're enjoying a productive weekend. If you could please let me know when you have seen this message. We can then continue with our conversation. Should you wish for me to stop messaging you, please let me know, right? And so I responded, right? Should have an opening this week. I will let you know. Okay, so now again, I'm telling him because I'm always feeling bad for him because I start to like him, right? He's following up with me. He has something that I really want to, that I'm interested in, and he's just a super nice guy. He keeps a positive vibe all the time. So I almost feel bad, like not responding to him in time. But again, I have so much on my to-do list that it's like, even if I'm interested in him, it takes like spot number 10 on my priority list, essentially, right? But yeah, I responded to him. Yeah, I'm going to book soon. Yada, 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 right? And then he said, also my brother, brother, you can go ahead and book in a call using the link I sent whenever you're ready, my man. So again, he's just using like such a positive vibe, right? And yeah, so I start to like him. I start to like him more and more and more. Then 2 more days go by, right? So August 16th. Oh yeah, so let's break this down. Same day follow-up. 3 days later follow-up. So he's actually doing the follow-up, and all of those follow-up messages are hyper personalized, right? And he's using my lingo. He's writing my man, he's using my guy, and so forth. And that's the lingo that I use in my YouTube comments as well. So I know that he's like an insider. He's been through my YouTube channel, kind of checked my comments, because this is how I chat with my friends, and he's chatting the exact same way with me, right? So and there's no mistake that he's doing this, right? And then it takes 2 more days, right? So August 14th, still no booking. Two days later, and he writes, "Hey Max, I've been loving your content recently, my man. Very actionable for those who are working on their agencies. Again, super hyper personalized because I was posting a lot of videos and so forth. So I knew that he had been watching them. Are you still interested in hopping on a call? I believe I could help you achieve some incredible things by optimizing your health and performance. Also, don't forget there are absolutely no obligations for hopping on a call, so no pressure, my man. I'm looking forward to be meeting you, brother." Then 2 days go by. 2 more days go by. No answer for like, "I'm super busy. I don't know if it's a weekend here. I don't know. I'm super busy. I haven't seen it, or I saw it and I was like, no, it's not a good time now," or something, right? Then 2 more days go by again, and he writes, "Hey Max, I hope you're enjoying a productive week." Again, super positive vibe. "I hope you're enjoying a productive week, my friend. Could you please let me know when you have seen this message, because I would love to continue with our conversation. If you'd like for me to stop messaging you, please let me know." And now I'm like, oh man. Now like 2 more days has gone by. I get this message, I read it. I've like put out the most important fires in my agency, or the client work, or the onboarding, or whatever I did, or the support thing. And now I have a little bit more time over, and I get this message in the right timing. I send him 2 messages, and okay, let's break it down. So 2 days later, didn't book. 2 more days, still no booking. But then I basically send him 2 voice messages, and then I finally booked the call, essentially, right? And then on the call, I actually bought the service from him again, right? So he actually got the deal as well. Because on the sales call, he did an awesome sales call with me. He was super professional. He knew, I've been on a lot of sales call myself as a buyer. I've also been on a lot of sales call as the actual salesman as well. So I know what I want from a sales call, right? I want the salesperson to listen to me, listen to what pains and problems that I have, and then I want him to have a professional presentation prepared for me, where he shows me exactly what he's going to do for me. Okay, and that's exactly what he did. He actually had a pitch deck, and most people don't have a pitch deck, and if they do have a pitch deck, they don't ask any questions, but he did both. So he impressed me on the call, he laid out the plan, and yeah, he got paid essentially, right? So why I'm showing you this is because this deal would never ever have happened if he sent me an unpersonalized message. Even if he had a great sales call and a great service, if he used an automated email tool and just blasted out an email to me, I would never jump on a call with him. It would never have happened. Never, ever, ever. Nor would this deal ever have happened if he wouldn't have followed up with me consistently. Because he followed up with me like 3 times, even though I didn't respond to him. Nor would this deal never have happened if he wouldn't have followed up with me consistently, right? Because I didn't respond to him like in 3 or 4 messages over like almost a week. I didn't respond to him, and he kept following up with a personal message every single time. He kept the positive vibe up, and he didn't take no for an answer. He followed up with me until he get a no or until he get a yes. And the thing is this that you need to understand as well. When you do organic advertising and you reach out to people, business owners are busy, and even if you're reaching out to them, they might be super interested. That was my case. The first message I got, I was hooked. I really liked it. It was like, oh, this is awesome. But then over time, things show up. It wasn't a good timing for me to jump on a call. Then my week was fully booked. I had so much work to do, etc., etc. So even though I was interested, it was not a good timing. But he continued to follow up. He kept a good vibe, and then eventually he got the call because he reached out again, even if I hadn't responded, where most people would have stopped. He sent another message, right? And then another message. And then I saw that it was perfect timing for that message. I booked the call. We jumped on the call. He impressed me on the call with great questions and a great pitch deck, and he got the deal, right? So this is what I'm trying to highlight. So, and also I'm extremely happy that he did follow up with me. His service has been extremely valuable, and he has shown himself so valuable for myself and for my business that I can't see myself not working with a performance coach right now, right? So the timeline, August 9th, he reached out to me, right? He reached out to me. The next day he got a response. Now he's feeling a lot better. And then August 11th, I even asked for the booking link. So now he's feeling super super good essentially, right? 3 days later, no response from me. It's just dead silence. I haven't booked anything. Then 2 days more, still no booking, still no message. He's following up a second time. And then August 18th, now we're a week later and he still hasn't received a booking. Even if I told him that I would book, I have not yet booked. He followed up a third time. He gets the booking and he gets the deal, right? So again, this would never have happened if he wouldn't have reached out to me personally with a real message and actually had a positive vibe. And it would never have happened if he wouldn't have followed up with me. So this is the point that I'm trying to get across. So this is why I recommend that people don't follow the old way. Don't blast people because it's just going to hurt your reputation. If I would have been blasted by Geo, 3 follow-ups messages, but they were in an email that was blasted and I knew immediately that it wasn't personalized, I would have marked it as spam and I wouldn't never want to talk to him essentially. He would just annoy me. But now he did it in the new way, in a personalized way, and he followed up with me the right way, had a positive vibe, gave compliments. He proved to me that he was an insider, that because he was giving real compliments that I could verify that he had actually been to my YouTube channel, etc., right? And he also complimented my work. That's one of the easiest things you can do to a business owner. Compliment his work. We humans, we love to hear how good we are and how great progress we're making and so forth, right? Because our egos love it. So utilize it, but be genuine about it as well. Give genuine compliments, and the only way you can give genuine compliments is by actually looking through their work. And yeah, so that's the easiest thing you can do, and it's very simple as well. And you're going to stand out if you do it the new way, because most people just do it the old way because they're lazy. They don't want to do the work. They just buy an email list and they sit back, they push a button, and then the software is going to send out a ton of emails. And then they're like, oh, okay, now I can do whatever, go and watch Netflix the whole day or play computer games. And then they go back into the email inbox a month later and they just have a higher spam score. And they might get one call with somebody, but that's pretty much it. The thing with the new way is that even if you're getting no's, you're building relationships with people. So doing it the new way is a game changer. Don't follow the old way. So let's do some math here as well, because this is really, really interesting. And a point I want to get across here as well that I actually don't have included in this video is that if you do it the new way, even if you get no's, you're not pissing people off. You're actually building relationships. Because if you reach out, let's say Gio would have reached out to me and he did it with all of those messages that I just showed you. But let's say that after this message here, after the first message, let's say that I was super impressed and I really liked what he had. But let's say I was just fully booked for the whole quarter number 3, or I was going on vacation, or I was traveling, or I was just buried in work essentially. I would have told him, I would send him a message and hey Gio, I'm super impressed by what you do. I highly appreciate your personalized outreach message. I really like your vibe and what you're doing. Right now, it's just not a good timing for me because I'm traveling or I'm doing yada yada yada, right? But let's circle back when I'm back in a month, right? Because now we have a relationship going, and he would never have gotten the chance to get that relationship if he would have blasted me. So that's also a big perk with the new way. So even if you're getting no's, you're building relationships by the simple fact that you're actually doing genuine, real outreach to people in a genuine way. So that's the biggest perk. So let's do some math here. Let's bring up the calculator, because in my course, I'm telling people that they can go from $0 to $10,000 in 90 days or less. And here's what I mean. So let's do it like this. Let's say you're going to send 25 personalized outreach messages every single day, and you're going to do that Monday through Saturday. And sending 25 messages per day, let's say you're spending 5 minutes per message. So time 5 minutes, that's 125 minutes. So in 2 hours, let's say in 3 hours per day, you can easily send 25 messages. And if you want to launch a real social media marketing agency, you can spend 3 hours in the morning or 3 hours in the night, right? And let me show you the potential of this, because this is the work you have to do. And this is exciting, right? So 25 messages per day, it's not that hard. You have to do the work. If you want to buy a list and put it into an email tool and just ruin your own reputation and just waste a ton of time and money that doesn't really lead anywhere, you might get a client. I'm not saying that you can. I'm just saying that the new way is a lot better. But if you want to go the old way, you can definitely do it. If you want to do it in the new way, you actually have to do some work. So welcome to the reality of it, right? But 3 hours per day, it's literally nothing. It's nothing compared to 20 years ago where you actually have to travel the world and knock the doors. Here you can write a message in your computer and send it away across the world. So don't complain if this is hard, right? Buckle up, my friend, all right? So 25 messages per day. And let's say you do that Monday through Saturday, so 6 days per week. So we do 25 times 6, That's 150 messages a week, and then we take that times 4. That's 600 messages per month, and then we do that times 4 or times 3, sorry, for 90 days. That is 1800 messages in a month, highly personalized messages. And yeah, okay. So now let's count low. Let's say that you get all right, so 1800 messages in 3 months, and let's count super low here, right? So let's say you get a positive vibe with 20% of the people. Basically 20% respond to you that they are interested, right? And if you're sending highly personalized messages, I think that you can get a lot more than 20%. But let's say that you get a positive response from only 20%, 1 in 5 people that you reach out to. That is 360 positive conversations that you have going back and forth in 3 months. And let's count low here again. Let's say that only like 20% out of those actually book a call with you. That is 72 calls in 3 months, okay? And let's count super low again. Let's say you close 20% out of those. That's 14 sales. Actually, let's do it even lower. Let's do 14 sales in 3 months. This is crazy. And if you're doing 14 sales and you're selling your service for $2,000, that's $28,000 per month. Well, let's say you're only making 7 sales. So if you do have the 1800 calls, you get 20% positive responses, you get 20% booked calls, and you only close 10% of the calls. So 1 in 10, because you're starting a business, you're only closing 10%. That is 7 deals. 7 deals in 90 days times $2,000. That's $14,000 in monthly recurring. In monthly recurring dollars into your business, essentially. That's not bad, right? So if you just do the work and you just do it the new way and actually go the extra mile and just do everything that everybody else doesn't want to do, yeah, you're going to scale quicker than them, essentially. So this is why I like the new way a lot better than the old way, because you're building relationships with the people that are going to serve you the long term as well. Here you're just going to piss people off with your unpersonalized spam emails, right? Let's continue. It's a complete game changer using the new way. Don't follow the old way, and let's do the math like we just did, right? And also, if you go to my website, you will find the free course there. And we have 5 different weeks. So we have SMMA launch. That's where we set up all the tech stuff, the website, the CRM system, the marketing automation system, all of that. Week number 2 is the foundation mastery, where we decide your niche, your service, your offer. We also find a media buyer for your agency. And then in week number 3 is called promotion domination. And that is where we go over like the organic advertising and some paid retargeting as well. So we go over copywriting and tracking. We go over LinkedIn Sales Navigator, Meta and YouTube, cold email, how to use Loom, and then also retargeting cross-platform. And again, it's 100% free, doesn't cost $1. You get access to our community 100% for free, and weekly Q&A calls 100% for free as well. So it's a gold mine, all right? So summary, okay, remember where the gold is essentially. It's not in the tools or in the platforms, it's in your positioning, offer, and messaging. The goal is to get your first 3 to 5 clients, a proof of concept, and scale to the moon with paid ads. Quick wins, utilize your current network. You might be sitting on a gold mine, so utilize it. Then the old way versus the new way. Do what Geo did, it works. The other way doesn't, in my opinion. Don't follow the old way. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you subscribe and follow me on Instagram as well for super important updates regarding the course, and share the course as well. I need you guys' help. So let's start a revolution together and let's change people's lives together. And yeah, share this video. If you know somebody who wants to start their own agency, just share it with them. Or if you know somebody who needs help to find more clients, share this video with them as well. And here's today's quote. And this is from David Ogilvy, like the direct response original gangster genius, right? And he said, on the average, 5 times as many people read the headline as read the body copy. When you have written your headline, you have spent 80 cents out of your dollar. So this is what I mean as well. I thought it was a good quote to utilize in this video, because when you do your organic outreach, if people can smell just by looking at your message that it's an unpersonalized email or a spammed email or something that you just send out to thousands of other people and it's not written directly to them, unless you have something in the first line or in the headline that people can like read immediately and understand that this message, it's tailored, it's custom made only for me, then you know they're just gonna throw it in the spam folder. They're gonna throw it away and block you, and they don't want to hear from you again, right? And people are becoming super sensitive, especially business owners, because business owners are getting so many emails every single day from people who are doing it the old way, and they're so tired of it. So if you can be like the refreshing person who send them an actual real personalized message with a real compliment that is actually relevant to their business and to what they do, and you can actually prove to them that you've actually checked them out and that you actually know what they're doing, like that's how you write a good headline when you do your advertising, right? So a great quote there from David Ogilvy. So that's it for today's video. Let's get to work. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below as well. Definitely make sure to check out the free course and also join the community and the weekly Q&A calls as well. It is 100% free as mentioned. So yeah, that's it, and I will see you in the next video.